My project is a unique school and summer film camp for high school filmmakers, performers, and artists of all types. I call it CAMP, the Center for Art and Media Production. A normal high school looks like this. A summer film camp looks like, well, this. But filmmakers need locations. Lots of exciting and interesting locations where they can safely hone their skills without spending thousands on permits and travel and wasting hours on the road. What they need is a studio backlot on the campus of their school. But a big empty studio backlot isn't practical. So the unique new idea that brings me to Kickstarter is a performing arts high school that is a backlot and is designed from the ground up to be a world-class summer film camp. Okay, here's how it works. Suppose you took two long school buildings and set them parallel to each other. Then, instead of grass between them, you build a strip of asphalt that looks like Main Street. Now, suppose we remodel the front of the buildings to look like downtown businesses. We still have all our classrooms and the students can still learn. But since we are building these buildings from scratch, let's not build boring cube shapes. They are still classroom buildings, but they have the diverse shapes of real life. Now we have a downtown set that the filmmaking class can safely and easily shoot on. Dancers can dance down Main Street, and musicians can produce music videos. What if we take it a step further? What if we make one of the classrooms look like an Italian restaurant inside to match the Italian restaurant exterior? Can the kids still learn? Of course they can. Restaurants are filled with tables, chairs, and booths. As a matter of fact, they will probably look forward to the variety of having a third-period class in an Italian restaurant. Now the filmmakers, dancers, and musicians have an interior, too. With a little set dressing and some clever CG, the Italian restaurant can be a sports bar, a steakhouse, and a dozen other locations. Additionally, the classroom has a door that opens into the school hall. Remember, it was a school building. Except now, we've decorated the hall to look like a mall, and when the filmmaker shoots from this angle, the restaurant is a different restaurant in a mall. The possibilities are starting to multiply and enhance each other. And it's not just the buildings. The entire campus is designed this way, for school functionality and cinematic locations. By now, you've noticed that the 3D and 2D art in this video isn't very good. Trust me, it gets worse. The artwork I've assembled over the last few years is like ideas sketched on a restaurant napkin. And that is why I'm here at Kickstarter. With the money I raise here, I hope to take camp to the next level. First, I want to work with business analysts to see if a school camp like this could be successful. And if so, where? And how many kids could be expected to attend? Then, armed with that new data, I want to hire professional architects and 3D artists to make the necessary modifications and render the entire camp inside and out so that it can easily be explained to major investors. And this is what I offer each Kickstarter investor. You will receive a 3D copy of camp that is like a game, allowing you to virtually travel everywhere on campus. Hopefully, I will receive a lot of good feedback from the game that can then be incorporated back into the architectural drawings. So far, I've been talking about the school. Let's look at the summer camp and why it's important. The summer film camp will offer this incredible filmmaking experience to kids from all over the world. And some of the same buildings that are classrooms and sets also convert inside into dormitories for the summer. The girls' dormitory looks like a 2-story beach resort on one corner, condos, and a post-apocalyptic building in ruins on the other side. Inside, there are 16 classrooms that become 8 dormitories. The halls all look different and match different locations elsewhere on the campus. There are sci-fi, hospital, mansion, farmhouse, hotel, and apocalyptic hallways. The building surrounds a pool deck with 2 pools. There are 2 poolside building decors. One half looks like the resort, and the other half looks like a school pool building. One pool is the normal swimming pool for the high school swim team, the resort, and general recreation. The other 3-foot deep pool is for big water shots, a rocky beach, a life raft lost at sea, a sandy beach, a desert, and a city dock. The boys stay across campus. This is Camp's Camp. Each of these rural cabin-type buildings is a classroom that converts to a boys' dormitory. There are 2 matching cabins, a lodge, a park office, a general store, and a zoo building. This area can be used as a city park or zoo. The boys' area is for smaller water, like lakes and rivers. The park walkway becomes a bridge with a small lake on one side and a creek on the other. They are not connected. The creek is real with circulated water. The lake is a swimming pool. There is a mountain which is actually a circular wall next to the pool. There are 2 paths on the mountain. One goes behind a waterfall where there is a cave entrance into a cave network inside the mountain. The other path is designed to appear much higher on the mountain. Green screens here and here enhance the high-altitude feel. Climbers can fall off the mountain here. Climbers have to swing across this chasm. With a tilted camera, climbers can appear to climb a vertical face here. Inside, there are industrial-looking pipes and catwalks. The upper catwalks offer shooting platforms down the outside of the mountain. There is a metal security door here which provides access to the pump room, but it can be a secret laboratory door. If you travel by canoe down the creek from the boys' area, you enter the national park and woods. There are nature trails here and a parallel trail here for a camera dolly. There is a picnic site with a barbecue pit here and a campsite down here. Following the correct trails through the wilderness will take you to the Mayan Pyramid, which is the back of City Hall, the school administration building. We'll get back to that in a bit. Coming out of the woods to the south, you see a cornfield with a small barn and a 2-story farmhouse. The back half of the farmhouse is hidden by trees. On this side of the house, there is a cellar door and a basement window. They don't operate. Continuing down the road takes us back into town. A security wall appears on the right. We eventually emerge on Park Avenue across from the resort. If we turn right, we come to the gated entrance to a mansion. A curvy drive leads to the front entryway. The back half of the house is hidden by trees on the side of the house because this is the other half of the farmhouse. The building is unique in that the farmhouse and mansion areas are both separate and overlapping. The burgundy areas are strictly mansion and the yellow is strictly farmhouse. White areas are neutral and, with set decorating, can be used in both houses. The great room can be used as a classroom. The ladies' room is downstairs, and either of these doors can be the door to the study that is actually located in the corner of the library in the school building. We'll get to that in a minute. These themed walls allow window shots in a variety of directions. This is the second-floor landing at the top of the grand stairway. The men's room is up here along with 2 classrooms. This is the mansion door to the spooky attic. The farmhouse has a big porch with rocking chairs and a swing. The farmhouse stairs are here and take you to the upstairs hall with bedroom doors on each side. A farmhouse bedroom is in the beach resort. This is the farmhouse access to the attic stairs. The basement door for the mansion and farmhouse is here under the farmhouse stairs. If you travel east of the boys' area, you come to the cable and radio production classroom, which looks like a rural cable station. This area looks like a typical suburb. The house in the middle is a house set with a great room area large enough to teach a class in. This house is actually the audio practice rooms and studios. This house next to the front gate is shipping and receiving. With the combination of the guard shack and the large sound stage and some CG, the filmmaker can create a studio entrance, a secret government facility, or an airport. The functional football stadium is competition legal. This side can double as a large high school, college, or professional stadium. The bleachers on the other side create the look of a small-town high school or middle school field. Some filmmakers will certainly want to shoot a story that takes place at a school. This is a school building. It looks like a school, post office, or library, and again, with CG, can become 2 or more stories. There is a typical school hallway down the middle with the actual school lockers and classroom doors. The front office is here, next door to the school library. The school library can, of course, be a city library, and there is an elegant corner with a desk that is the study that matches the mansion decor. There is a real general-purpose classroom here, a normal high school science lab, and a second high school science lab that looks like a research lab or mad scientist laboratory. All of the doors on this side of the hallway lead to the prop shop, which can be a high school wood shop, a woodworking company, or manufacturing company. The school gym cafeteria auditorium is at the end of the hall. It is the functional gym and basketball court for competition and the prom or a prom production. The stage is for rehearsals and minor productions or for a school play look in a film production. This isn't camp's main stage. The room can be set up to look like a school cafeteria, but no food is prepared or normally served in this building. Outside, there are soccer and baseball fields. Across from the school is Main Street, the heart of the campus. On the north side is the theater building, used for major assemblies, stage productions, concerts, movies, and the Campy Awards ceremony at the end of each term in summer camp. All of those events can also be staged for film productions. There's a camera store at this end of the building, which is where all equipment is checked out. These storefronts here are mainly facades, but many of the doors function as emergency exits from the theater. On the other side of the building is a large entrance and a parking lot. The large entrance is access to the theater. This is the main campus parking lot, and through the magic of CG, the theater building becomes a mall, Home Depot, or Walmart. At this end is a door to an area that is the school store and the camp store, but it's set up so that it can appear on film as the interior of any large store, grocery store, or convenience store. Above it is the dance studio, which is accessed from the street and has a backstage connection to the stage in the theater. Between the store dance studio and the bank post office is a dark alley with a loading dock for stage props. There's a dumpster back here, and the dance studio exterior wall looks like a brick apartment building. There is a fire escape under what looks like an apartment window. The bank post office is where the campus ATM is. The faculty member that monitors production budgets has an office here. When shot from this angle, it's a post office with a counter and functional P.O. boxes for summer campers. Shot from this angle, it's a bank with a teller and a vault. The vault has a removable circular cutout in the floor for bank robbers. The tunnels are elsewhere on the campus. Across the street from the theater is the food building. The Italian, Chinese, chicken, and burger restaurants and this conference center are all classrooms. They appear to be restaurants inside and are even connected to the kitchen for productions and Italian night and Chinese night during summer school. The middle of the block is the hotel. The hotel lobby is here with a registration desk, stairs, and 2 elevators. One elevator is fake. Adjacent to the lobby, behind the street windows, is the hotel restaurant. A planter divides the restaurant, and this side is the food court of the mall. This is the real high school and summer camp cafeteria. The food court vendors are normally used as serving line areas of the cafeteria. This is the city mall, and these restaurants have locations in the mall, too. The entrance down here matches the large entrance on the big parking lot. The dead end over here is blocked by a mall kiosk, and there is a large mall directory here. This is a sporting goods store. Notice that it's centrally located between all sports areas. All sports equipment for school, fun, or productions is checked out here. Across the hall is the woman's clothing store. Around the corner, the same store is a men's clothing store. This is the costume shop where all costumes are checked out. One person can monitor the checkouts at both locations. This is the kitchen store. It's actually just a window on the kitchen storage area, but the door can be opened for productions. The stairs and elevators in the lobby go to the second floor. There is another stairway that goes to the roof of the second floor, but can be cycled for shots of going up multiple flights of stairs. The doors up here look like hotel room doors, but they aren't. There are 2 classrooms here and restrooms here. These 2 doors go out to the roof. Only it's a fake, safe roof built 18 inches above and 6 feet away from the edge of the real roof for safety. Actors can jump from building to building, straddle makeshift bridges between buildings, and even fall off the building onto a fall pillow. The pillow and some apple boxes are stored in this little room. The view from inside it matches the hotel room in the house. From outside, it matches the window and fire escape on the dance studio. Actors can safely climb in and out of this window, and cameramen can get a shot level with the fire escape from the fake roof. From up here, there is a nice view of City Hall at the end of Main Street. The front of City Hall looks like a regal downtown government building. From the back, it looks like an ancient Mayan temple lost in the jungle. The Mayan steps take you up to secret concealed doors. One leads into the second floor, and one leads to steps that go down to a labyrinth of Mayan halls that could also be storm sewers or parts of a parking garage. The front steps take you to an ornate lobby with 4 elevators, one real, one a facade, one a wild wall interior elevator shooting set, and one atop of the elevator shaft shooting set. Outside, on the north side of the building, the ground is built up to the second-story level. There is a duplicate basement window and cellar door here that actually work and take you into a basement set with stairs going up to the second floor. Outside, there is also a replica of a section of Park Avenue with a manhole. The one on Park Avenue is fake, but this one actually works and lets the actors down into the sewer network. The northern corner of the first floor is the campus security station / police fire station. The opposite corner is the hospital. There is a waiting room, and the school nurse's office is here. Behind that is a storm drain like the one the giant tarantulas entered in the sci-fi movie Them. There is a network of smaller round storm pipes and air conditioning vents for actors to climb around in. And that is just some of the main physical characteristics of the campus. There is much more to it. The distinctive backlot design isn't the only unique feature of camp. Most schools are taught by teachers, and kids are required to sit quietly and listen. Research indicates that this isn't the most effective teaching method for kids. Kids like interactive involvement, and these kids especially are very capable of presenting curriculum in creative and artistic ways. Camp High School will divide chapter info up between class groups and use peer groups to present curriculum to the rest of the class in unusual and creative ways that might involve anything from short films to songs to game shows and even dance numbers. It's my hope that Kickstarter can provide the funds to take this idea to the next level. There are so many questions that need to be answered by professional architects, civic planners, and analysts. Could a school like this succeed, and if so, where? How many students should camp be designed for? How many classrooms are required? How many students would attend the summer film program? What about safety in the water and above ground? What are the rules regarding summer camps? Your contribution will help answer all of these questions, and in addition to the 3D walkthrough, you will receive a Camp Visionary Certificate, proof that you saw what camp could become long before the first stone was laid.